Hello everybody, thank you so much for visiting Riders United YouTube channel, and in today's episode I would like to show you this outstanding addition to my Road King special, and I'm talking about the Freedom windshield that I will be installing on my bike. So if you are curious about this product and why do I think it's better than the competition, please stick around and I will show you what I got. Here we go. As you probably know, windshield is really critical part of any motorcycle because you are just protected by this part when you are riding. So I was doing quite some research on the windshields for my Road King special, and there is a few manufacturers that are manufacturing those products, but one really sticks out, and it was FreedomShields. I have to say there is multiple reasons why I like this windshield more than any other one. I have to say I have some shields from different manufacturers in the past, and I don't want to mention any specific names, but there was one really big one that actually it was quite disappointing to see some of the issues with their products that I experienced, and it was actually distortion of the view. And I have to say, after I checked this FreedomShield, they were actually really proud, even on their website, to say that there is no distortion for the products that they are offering. I also really like the fact that those are thicker shields than the OEM, which is really outstanding because I noticed that sometimes even OEM products can kind of flex. When you are riding pretty fast, you will see that this windshield is kind of like waving a little bit. So I was looking for option that is better than that will provide really nice and sturdy flow of the air. I have to say the material of this FreedomShield is actually acrylic. So this is one of the best material that you can use to manufacture the shield. And it's also the recurve. So what you can do, you can mount the shield that is a little bit lower than you will normally would require, but at the same time it will provide enough of the wind protection because the air will basically go up and over your head. And this is really outstanding because if you have the shield that is too tall, sometimes you can have it in the middle of your vision, which is actually what I got right now on my bike. In the stock form, I have the 20-inch shield. So actually when I'm riding, I always have this line exactly where I'm looking at. So I hate that. And I have to say, I contact the FreedomShield and I explain how tall I am and what I think will be the best fit for me, and I think it will be 18 inches, and they confirm that this will be probably the proper height. And I also measure the height of how I'm sitting with the lever to make sure that it will be fine and it will provide enough protection. The FreedomShield is also like slightly wider, so it creates this really nice bubble around you. The ride is a little bit quieter because you have like nice linear flow of the air. So there is a lot of good reasons to choose FreedomShield. And I have to say the fact that this company is a US manufacturer is a big deal for me. I always look for the support of those companies because I realize how difficult it is to compete with the different manufacturers from China or any other part of the world that can do those things probably a little bit cheaper. But what I found out, the quality always suffer. So I will have to say, please support your US manufacturers if they are manufacturing great product like the one from the FreedomShield, because I think that you will be really satisfied. So what I'm gonna do right now, I will show you some of the features of this outstanding product. And I love the fact that it will be a little bit lower because 20 inches was way too high, and I think that the bike looked a little bit funny. So I think that 18 inches is the perfect height, beside the fact that I already mentioned all these additional features like a thicker shield, a little bit better bubble around me, and the recurve, which is always the big deal for me. So we'll jump to the bike right now and I will show you what I got. So let's do the quick unboxing of the shield. Be careful, make sure that your knife doesn't go through the box too far, just so you don't damage anything. But yeah, I just would like to demonstrate how everything is packed. Oh, as you can see, you have this nice protection here. And yes, here is our shield. Beautiful. So yeah, it looks like you don't have to really worry too much about anything during the transportation. You have the instructions in here. You have this clear plastic. I will recommend that you will leave this plastic when you are mounting the shield, just so you can position everything properly, and then when everything is in place, you can actually test ride those shields. So as long as you don't remove the protective covering, you can take this shield for the test ride, and if something is not to your liking, you can return it if it's in original condition. But you can see the nice recurve in here. This is the part that I really like it. So actually the airflow is going closer to you and then going up, and it's a little bit wider. So yeah, so far I'm really impressed. And yeah, you can feel the weight of this, and it's a little bit heavier than normal one just because of this extra thickness. So yeah, let's see in here. So those are mounting instructions, so we're gonna go over that. I'm gonna just read it really carefully, and I will show how to mount this shield really quickly after that. So I just would like to show you the instruction that is attached, which basically saying to remove the shield from the bike, and just keep in mind where each screw is, so you can put everything on the side just to make sure that it's really easy to put it back together. And they also recommend that you will test ride your shield, so you can definitely try it before you commit to it. Just don't remove the plastic. And there are some instructions for the windshield care, so it's really important to not use any product with ammonia. So yeah, I have to say this is really helpful. And yeah, right now we're gonna remove the shield from the bike, and we'll put some towel on the bottom, and we'll start working on taking everything apart. So what I'm gonna do right now, I will use this T27, and this one is 3/8, and I will unscrew all the screws. I will put them in the locations that they are in, because they are two longer ones in here, like on those brackets. So yeah, after that we should be able to pop out this new shield. So what I'm gonna do first, I will use the punch, and I will just open those holes just so I have really easy access. And you will have to use some thread locker on those screws. Just be really careful not to scratch the shield, but yeah, that will help out with putting all those screws during the installation in here. So here is the little tip that I would like to share with you. What is a good idea to do is to actually install these two brackets on the sides first, because they will be staying kind of by itself, and then install those pieces that are going across. So I will show you how I'm gonna do that. I mean, it is recommended that you will have the second person helping you out, and I will try to do that myself, and I did those shield installs in the past, and this is kind of like something that I figured out on my own, would make it a little bit easier. So hopefully somebody will be able to use this tip. If you didn't have the chance to subscribe yet, please like and subscribe. I have over 250 uploads on my YouTube channel, so I really hope that you will find something interesting for yourself. And if you hit the bell icon, you will always get notification about the new episode that I release. So let's jump back to the project. So as you can see, it was really easy, even by myself. I have everything together, but everything is super loose. So I just catch like one thread and I just have everything in place. And as you can see, this is all really loose. So what you will normally do, you will tie those up, and obviously I'm missing this one screw in here because I will be removing the plastic right now. But what you will do normally right now, you will tie this all up, you will install this on the bike, you will take the bike for the test ride, just to make sure that everything is as you wish, that you have proper protection, that you have proper heights when you are looking over the windshield. I'm not gonna do that because I know exactly that this is the fit for me, because what I did on my old shield, I put the tape in here and I just mark it 1 inch increments, and I know exactly that 18 inches was what I will need. So I'm not gonna really worry about this. And what you will do after your test ride, let's say that everything is good, that you like it, you will loosen the screws enough the same way I have it right now, and it will allow you to remove the plastic securely without damaging anything, because there is a lot of spaces in between. So it should be fairly easy to actually remove the plastic, and this way you can avoid any kind of scratches. And after everything, all this plastic is gone, then we'll just tie this up. And as you could see, I already applied the Loctite, so this should be ready to go. So let's just pull this plastic out right now. All right, looks like most of the stuff is all together. So what I will have to do right now, just tie it all up, and make sure that you don't go too crazy with those screws. Remember, this is still like plastic piece, so you just want to apply enough tension to make sure that everything holds properly. And I'm thinking maybe applying the thread locker was probably the best step to do at the end. I did it a little bit too early, but yeah, no big deal. I will say, if you are watching this video and you will be doing this install, I will say put the Loctite at the really end, maybe remove like one nut by one nut and then just apply it and put it back on. It will be probably a little bit easier, but yeah, it's no big deal. So I'm gonna do the final tightening right now, and later on I'm gonna put the bag on, and that will be it. We're gonna put it on the bike and take it for a test ride. I'm gonna just clean this shield really nicely. Everything is nice and tight, so it will be nice touch before I will put it on the bike. And I didn't tie these 3 screws, 5 screws actually is on the top on purpose, because I would like to mount it on the bike, and I will tie those at the end, because sometimes you can adjust this bracket a little bit so it will fit on the bike a little bit better. So what you can do right now, you can clean all this area, because yeah, when you remove the windshield there is always some mess up there, so I always prefer to clean everything before the final install. And right now I'm gonna put the windshield on and we'll see the final results. All right, so right now we are ready to put this thing together. So let's just slide this in the grooves. You just make sure that everything is aligned properly. Looks like we are good on this side. And yeah, let's try. All right, so here we go. This is looking pretty good right now. So I'm gonna just clean this up, and I will remove this upper plastic. And yeah, this is it. Now that we have everything in place, I'm gonna tie those screws. So I have really nice fit for the frame, and this is really helpful tip. And I think that this is a good idea to do those 5 screws at the really end of the installation. So everything is kind of like lined up really nicely with the bike. And yeah, I have to say the thickness is definitely better than the stock. I would like to just show this shot because it shows a little bit better this recurve, which is going way down, which I think is outstanding feature of this specific product. So yeah, hopefully you can see it's kind of going like this up to here, and then it goes nice and straight down. So I think that this is worth just highlighting during the review, because I'm pretty sure that you guys will love that. It's kind of hard to show this polished edge in here, but yeah, maybe I will just put my finger next to it. But yeah, this is truly amazing finish in here. So I also thought that this is worth showing up. So this is the final product. I have to say I'm truly blown away by the quality of this windshield. All these edges are polished and are like super smooth. This is something that I've never seen on any other windshield. Also, this windshield is wider and is about like 1 inch wider on each side, but I have to say it's not too wide. Some of them are really wide that will go and they will cover your turn signal. This one is actually the perfect width, so it's outstanding feature. And I really like that the recurve starts from here, so goes from here all the way up. What I've seen on the previous designs, that the shield will go straight, and just this upper section of the shield was like this lip that was going up. This one actually go closer to the rider and then just move like a bigger part of the air on the top. So I expect that it will be providing really this outstanding protection from the wind. The top of the windshield is also a little bit wider on top, so the stock windshield kind of goes like this, and this one is a little bit wider on top, which provides additional protection. And I have to say I'm so impressed with this edge. I keep touching it because it just feels so nice. But I will have to say, give these guys a call, because I think that you will be really happy with the quality of the product. I'm gonna take the bike for the quick spin, maybe like 30, 40, 50 miles, and I will come back and I will share my opinion about how well it works. But I have to say, as far as quality, this is one of those products that after you install, you will say like, wow, this is really something different and something special. All those products are handmade in United States. So I think that this requires some recognition as well, because this is not really that common these days. But I have to say I'm blown away with the quality of this product for real. Quick install of the bag. So I'm gonna do that right now, just to finish everything up. I have to say those bags are super helpful. I always have them on all those bikes that I have in the past, and yeah, this one will be obviously no different. So yeah, that finalized the installation. I love it. So as you could see, this was really easy install, and just having this additional comfort on the long rides is outstanding idea. I have to say I'm really excited about it, and I have to say I took the bike for a spin, and it was about 50 miles. I have to say that the improvement was huge. I definitely didn't have this shield at the level of my eyes, which was a big deal. I have to say the airflow was outstanding. I probably rode about 10 miles on the highway, and I really noticed the big difference. My head was not buffeting, it was not shaking anymore. I have really nice linear flow over my head, and this really bubble around me was the one that I truly enjoy. So there was definitely a difference in how the air flow around me. And I have to say this is truly outstanding addition. If you are looking to upgrade your shield and you already have the stock bracket, I will have to say it's super easy project that you can do probably in an hour, maybe hour and a half. I'm extremely happy. I will say FreedomShield is definitely the company to go with. I really like the product that I got, and I think that you will enjoy that too. So this is everything that I have for you guys today. And as always, I would like to say thank you so much for your time. And please hit this like button and bell notification, so you will get notification each time I release new video. The channel is growing recently quite nicely, so I really hope that you will become part of our community. And please ride safe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.